these are liner notes, okay? It looks cool, right? It is cool. I'm a scientist. I'm a nerd. It's all experimentation. It looks like what? A researcher's paperwork, correct. A research paperwork, this is my notes, right? Scientific, right? This probably would be my ID card for my lab if I, if it was on an ID tag, name tag. And that just looks cool. But it's experimentational because it's like, that represents something, right? A skeleton on fire. I'm dead inside, but I'm on fire still. That's how I felt. And then that's just a ploy, sarcasm, a little bit. I am music. I'm really art, but this is all scientific based. Okay, symmetrical, etc. Pattern, etc. I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd. I don't know what's not a lie. No, I'm just a nerd. Anyways, so album's experimental. I made myself a guinea pig, which is why technicality. You shouldn't feel too bad for what happened to me, but they did it to me. That's why I'm always punished for pushing limits, testing things, and going over the boundaries. But it's in my nature to do that. I am literally a nerd by nature, a scientist by nature. Everything else is after. I learned how to do art. I learned this. It's a skill. It's a skill. Listen, skill.
It's a reason for my existence.
Instrumental was the sound still.
Without reason,
Pings in the
there's
background.
no purpose.
Yeah, I'm popular, guys. This is pretty much how we
That,
but also,
that is the truest answer. As you see, I was begging, sickle. You can't cut my head off, you can't cut my head off. I cannot die, I was gonna try. I cannot die, I was just trying. I would not die, I was just trying. I was just trying. I was shown like eight with my hands. Added to the story, added to the plan. Days when I used to play rubber band. Man said I was too violent.
Experientational, because I'm a scientist by nature. Now I can clean up easily, but I look this way because I'm literally in my lab in so many ways for days on end. I forget to do things to take care, to groom myself sometimes. I forget. I'm too busy working. I like to work. I like to study. I like to learn. I like to do things a scientist would. And it feels really good, you understand. If you understand, I am a nerd, for real. A scientist, for real. No jokes. For real. That's somebody I am by nature. You can't take that away from me. Art, that's opinion based. But the result, yeah, it feels good. I'm gonna get E, the variable algebraic equation on my right here, so you know I'm a scientist when you look at me. I want to be an artist, so I put it on my forehead because I heard and I tested it. I heard it's true. What you wish for will come true if you simply think it and say it out loud. Speak into existence, manifest it. That's something I test. Spirituality is hard to test. We'll see. It's accurate. I only know when I die, right? Or when it happens in real life. But E equals what? X is a variable. It's infinite possibilities. Infinite. I'm literally in my lab all the time. These are my research notes. My paperwork, etc. I do things like a scientist will and does. This is my life. So yeah, rock star shit. I love that shit. But experimentation. Rock star shit. The voice is experimental. It's fun. It feels so great. Discover what you just discovered, but I discovered it. See, it's awesome. Discovering stuff. Yeah. But if you know that, and if I know that, and I told you that, and you know that, when I walk the streets, it's probably famous. So you can know I walk the streets, and you look at me, automatically, boom, scientist. I heard this, I saw this, I know this. So you stop judging me and thinking I'm something I'm not. I hate that shit. It's annoying. The fame y'all want is like high school shit for me. The fame I want is to be known for what I am, who I am, etc. What I do, etc. My work to be studied, etc. That's it. And it'd be like Lil B, because Lil B can do what the hell he wants to. And there's like nothing stopping him, and he's still like, his work is seen. That's it. All this is research and work. This is paperwork.
Got it by my
I'm a scientist in a lab. That's why it's really base and rough because scientists work on the go. Now the finalized product will look very, I guess, professional. But I'm not an artist by nature. I'm a scientist by nature. So profession to me is this right here: research. Will this work? Will it work? Symmetrical, patterned, art. Now this is on the come up of why I'm releasing an album entitled "Torture Genius." I am a genius. Scientifically, art is subjective. Opinionated, etc. I'm a genius. Scientifically, my results always come through and they always work. I further technology, I advance things, etc. I'm success in science. Let's see if I do art. So the last thing I want to talk about is I'll talk really fast. I'm literally rambling. Why? I'm a scientist. That's what I do. I have a lot of thoughts at once, and it's very fast paced. Right, you're right. If you thought that, you're right. If I'm in a trap and I'm selling drugs, I'm literally got down to a science, and I'm literally a chemist at some point. I become Walter White in the hood. That's why. Yes. I'm a street nigga, sure, but I'm not ignorant. Or I'm not like just about that life because it's fun or cool. I'm the opposite of cool. I'm a nerd, dude. Like, come on, man. I became cool. Because after a while, you go to college and you want to learn. That's it. But I was bullied. But I was bullied because I'm educated bully. So it's easy. Take a picture of my Yuri next. I know who I am since day one. I am a scientist of the crew. I am the researcher. I am the lab. I am the etc. of the crew. That's why I experiment with my look. I experiment with my releasing. I experimentational everything. So if you cannot handle that rough draft phase, that liner note phase, that side note phase, and I'm not for you. Find somebody who's polished when they come out. I like development, progression, evolution, etc. as a scientist. I am for the profit of the nerds because they're used to that stuff. Research papers, all that stuff. It's easy. This is cool, right? But it's experimental still. Look, experiment. Does that work? Does that work in the background? Does it look cool? It's a question. It's a question, which is what? Creates a hypothetical, right? A theoretical, and then a conclusion. Scientific method. Easy. I talk very fast because I have to. It's a lot of information at once. Very fast because there's a lot of information at once. You question my rationality, and I'm a genius. It's very confusing. But that's why I need to be famous. So you leave me the fuck alone when I'm doing research, studying, and yes, methodically acting. Because I methodically act. It's a method to my madness. Absolution. Yes. Amen. Amen. Done. For now.